Hey guys, hope you're doing good. This is Ben here. Just reacting to some shit I just saw on Instagram, which I thought was a complete hoax. And that's that by the end of this term, we are now going to have mandatory digital IDs that they're going to try and fucking bring in. That dirty bastard Keir Starmer and Tony Blair, for some reason, is still banging about. My God, bruv. This guy has done nothing good in his time in power. He was a shit muncher 20 years ago, and he was the one who made us go into the Middle East, which accomplished fuck all, and made us, made some of our bravest men in the UK be killed or absolutely mutilated or given traumatic stress disorders for life. That's what this shit muncher has been accomplishing in his time in power, and he's still fucking banging about. And you know what? It just makes sense. Just like COVID, they said, oh yeah, we're not going to bring in the vaccine passports. That's conspiracy theory. That goes against our fucking blah, blah, blah. That's what Nadhim Zahawi, the dirty cunt, was saying. And before you knew it, you needed a proof of vaccination just to go to a nightclub. And obviously that was short-lived, but, with what's been going on over the last few years in Europe, with unprecedented migration, I've known from the start that they've been doing this shit on purpose, but I haven't known what the reason is as to why. And now that this shit is being brought about, it just makes sense. They've brought in all these dirty fucking illegal migrants, housed them in these expensive ass hotels on the back of our taxpayer fucking our dineros. We're paying for this shit to have these fucking dirty migrants come in and cause a ruckus and not assimilate at all with our country. And obviously the English population, the native English population, don't take too kindly to this shit. So they've kind of got a reason to implement a digital ID under the guise of keeping us safe and getting rid of the migrants. But it's not the migrants that are the problem, it's the government. And fucking hell, man. I really think there's some bigger powers at play outside of the UK, perhaps some Israeli funding or some shit like that. What's going on in Europe, Europe is working in complete lockstep in order to completely self-destruct. And aside from Poland, I really think these digital IDs are going to be widespread if given the chance, if we don't resist this shit. All over Europe, they will have these digital IDs. There are absolute fucking scumbags running this world. People like fucking Prince Andrew, who's a no-nonce, getting away with his shit. We are just, oh my God, bruv. Satan is just, he must be running the fucking scenes right now, because there is so much evil shit going on in this world. I pray to God that the fucking digital IDs get rejected and they don't get what they want. Dirty fucking Keir Starmer, absolute faggot he is, faggy little twat. He will be remembered as probably the worst prime minister in history. He is a fucking low testosterone faggot. And I hope he fucking, I shouldn't say because you could get arrested for saying this shit now in the UK, but I just hope he gets fucked because he's a fucking scumbag. And I just can't believe it never ends in the UK. The UK government just cannot stop selling the UK people out. Like the average layman. They just want to fucking rob you blind and leave you living a shit life. They don't give a fuck about the country or the people or any of this. They want you to suffer. They want to control you. The powers that be, that is. I mean, even in places like the Co-op and places like that, You've got, what do they call it, facial recognition software. We are heading for some CCP China type of shit. Who wants this? Why is this the direction the government have to go in? Where they control, like, you can't take a shit without the government fucking knowing you took it. Why do they want to keep such a fucking stranglehold on your neck? And it's concerning because I just don't want this to proliferate throughout the world like COVID did. COVID was a scam. Maybe it's advantageous that this is within earshot of COVID. It was only like 5 years ago, because people now have never questioned the government quite as much as they do today. You look at 60 years ago or 70 years ago, you know, they were the golden generation. They were tougher than a steak you bought at a petrol station, but they were complete conformists. They didn't question the government because they didn't live in an information age. As far as information went, whatever the government said was true. You didn't know shit. But I pray to God, now that we have seen how disgusting and manipulative the powers that be were during COVID, that this digital ID shit gets shut down. Because otherwise, this world, the UK, is going to go down the panner. And what a shame it'll be.